So we are back with Hunter x Hunter 399. So far in the new batch of chapters from 391 to now, we have gotten quite close with Hinrigh. We have gotten a Phantom Troop flashback, and now we are moving back into Nobunaga, Phaeton, and Finks's pursuit of the Haley base, along with Hinrigh and Wang. I have nothing much else to say right now. Nobunaga and Hinrigh have struck up a bit of a friendship, and they are currently inbound into the teleportation Hatsu, or trap, of the Haley. And that's where we left off. So let's see what they're up to. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you've been following along with these reactions. Liking helps the algorithm, as does commenting, and subscribe. Just courteous if you're enjoying the content. That's all I have to say. Let's get to it. 399, Hunter x Hunter, Yoshihiro Togashi, Expulsion. So here we are inside our warp room. Bloody laundry room, no sign of people. Let me get you guys the score. There we go. Now it's normal. Seeing the laundry room, the open table where the cleaners were doing their thing. Various shots, table, sink, bloody table, sink, it looks like, and then washer. Looks abandoned at first glance, but I have a feeling people were here just a minute ago. Same with the hidden room back there. Hinrigh and Nobunaga. Nobunaga says, "Huh? I see. Shit, that's not good. They were expecting intruders to break through the walls. I should have assumed the guys in the nearby rooms were with them. Were people living there? Yeah. We used them to check for traps, but I guess we failed. They were in on it. I just helped them know that the intruders are after them. Well, it's true there were no bodies on the dissection table in the room we just looked at. There were no new blood stains either. But it's possible they were restrained and taken to another room in the hideout, right? After questioning the civilians who were trapped here and learning we were pursuing them, they may have decided to hide first and kill them later. The more I think about it, they may also have a rule where they immediately evacuate if one of their neighbors is teleported here. In terms of risk management, it's safer and cheaper to use an oblivious neighbor as an alarm than to leave your companions behind." Nobunaga says, I get it. Trying to make me feel better? Hinrigh says, Hinrigh says, no, I'm just saying you won't even get an answer, even if you think about it. So far, good tandem. They're working in good teamwork. Nobunaga said, you're trying to butter me up, man. Said, don't worry, I'm cool with it. I'm not worried. Let's just focus. I like how Hinrigh is sort of settled into his own as well. Let's just focus on the doors. This door is the main one in terms of location. If it doesn't open, it's the correct answer, and it'll be dangerous. And if we can open it, the most correct answer, and it'll be even more dangerous. So they open the door, Hinrigh knife in hand, look in, group of people at a table. Shouldn't it be different for everyone? No, a sense of unity is definitely important. The sense of solidarity goes up, but that sense of unity is kind of constricting. It's just my opinion, and I can't argue if you say that. I can't argue if you say that how everyone else feels is different. Oh, if you say that how everyone else feels is different. I know what you mean. Double-colored hair? Penny? I like the sense of solidarity that naturally comes from the flow. Or what's girl's name from One Piece Red? Uta, right? Todoroki? What's going on here? Oh, I see. Gets me so fucking sentimental, right? But if the worldview is well established in advance, my concentration is at its max before the show even starts, so I end up liking it more. That's why I don't want that tension to be changed by the decisions I make with others. Oh? There are some people who get too excited and destroy the performer's worldview. The sense of unity prevents that. Hey, you there. Hey! Huh? This is the Haley family's hideout and you're all members, correct? Who's that? Scary. Hinrigh's asking questions. They're not bothered. They come in here without permission and now they're yelling. I'm scared. That's why I think getting the best of both single and double performances is the most realistic for us. They're being ignored. Hinrigh says, let's try this. Let's try this. But aren't the set list and the things that performers want to do pretty limited? Can't argue against that. I'll change it to might be good sometimes then. Yeah, Pretty sure there's a trap door near this door, too. We can't get in there from here. That's why they're so relaxed, says Nobunaga. I know it's best to just stand here and kill time, but unfortunately, I tend to clean up trash as soon as I find it. I'm the one who said let's move. I agree with you about the trash talk. Got enough knives ready, so I'll use them to say hello. He just let one go. Huh? We got homeboy looking like Lysander and Benjamin's offspring. Went straight into his temple. He goes, that hurt. Stuck all the way in there. What the hell? Screech. Got up from his chair, walking up to him, pulls the knife handle out of his head and the blade remains. That, hey, man. Hey, man. Wow. Okay. The blade is gone. The blade's tip is in the can he was holding. Matter transfer. So that's his net ability. Damn, a guy who seems to be a bad matchup for me suddenly showed up. Maybe an interceptor type. Parentheses, counter type. There are too many options for the conditions. I can't narrow down the ability. Hey. Should we try another one? Yeah. You were told not to deal with them. And Henry's face, he's got like the Ahsoka wide-out eyes. He just throws another knife, going straight for dude's chest, and he moved out the way. Oh. How long will it take for my hand to heal if this pierces it? So we all right, overall, he threw it, 2 people got out the way, 3rd guy went to catch it with his hand, and somebody else blocked it with, looks like a manga book. Oh, thank you. Don't thank me. Get out of here. Why the hell are you trying to use your ability? That was dangerous. Don't touch me so recklessly. I'm really sorry I was careless. Okay, so any things that touch him factor into whatever his Hatsu is relative to matter transfer. Big ol' tracksuit, fluffy hair man. I'll leave since I'm an idiot, but you can't be fighting in here. You've already been chosen as the organ. Kika, haven't you? Didn't Morena tell you to restrain yourself? Okay. You're right. Sorry. Excuse me. To be continued later. You're Hinrigh-san of the ZU family, right? Yes. You are? I'm the lawyer for the Haley family, Yokotani. That's right. Call the military and the police. Crazy person is throwing knives and going on a rampage. Trespassing in addition to bodily harm. That's as close to attempted murder as you can get. I'll report it as I told you. Is that all right with you? That's really convenient since we're lost. Where are we? I'm afraid I cannot tell you anything because it's too dangerous. If you follow our instructions, we will try to keep things civil, okay? Hey. Yokotani looks. Nobunaga not amused. Hinrigh not amused. I recognize you. You're Nobunaga-san of the Phantom Troop. This is a big deal for us. It's all right with you. He got his sword. Oh, bro, Nobunaga is so fire. He reaches out, stabs straight through the head. Sword on a chain. He said, hold on, let me use the GameCube controller. He said, huh. He said, huh. Hit him with the sheep chain. Nobunaga does get the fire panels. He just reached out and did it to him. Said, I get it. Okay, so big fluffy hair man touched him and removed the sword point from his head. Says, I get it. So you can remove the damage from other people too. Stay back. Huh? Okay, so his hand's on the table. Left hand on the table, right hand said, stay back. Went out of focus. Left hand on the table, right hand said, stay back. The damage is disappearing from his head. Looks like it's going down his left arm into the table. Nobunaga's watching this. He says, the damage you receive with your right hand can be transferred to something else with your left hand. If you can't transfer it, you'll receive the damage yourself. It doesn't suit your appearance at all. It's a really unselfish ability. Damage. Sweet home. Mission ability. The weapon used and the damage inflicted on one thing can be transferred to something else. Damage is something touched by his right hand is taken into Terebellum himself, and the damage can be transferred to something else when he touches it with his left hand. It has no effect unless he's touching it the moment the damage is received. I see. All right, that's enough. Step back, says Nobunaga. I want the others to get closer to me in turn. First, you, lawyer, come here again. I'll skewer all of you. Sorry, I didn't expect him. Yokotani says, sorry, I didn't expect him to band in the spirit of a samurai. Terebellum says, I was surprised too. I didn't think there was an idiot who would get closer to his enemies so carelessly. Back to Yokotani. It's my fault your ability was exposed, isn't it? How can I apologize? Terebellum says, the samurai of my hometown have always had a spirit that discourages the use of projectiles in battles. Hey, you're going to keep making shitty excuses in this situation? Oh, I'm sorry to upset you. I'll go disappear for a while too. Are you one of those people who, when things go into your head, something important immediately goes out? You're not going to disappear. You're going to make them disappear from here. Isn't that why you identified yourself to them? You're a guard, aren't you? I am. We get another Hatsu here. A battle of wits. LSDF. Conjuration ability. An impeccable defensive ability that can only be used at the hideout where Morena is located. It is activated when Yokotani identifies himself to an intruder who has broken the law. The guards he conjures cannot harm the criminal target, but the criminal's target's attacks are also ineffective. The more serious the opponent's crime, the higher the level of guards he can create. Interesting. Battle of Wits, LSTF. 2 criminals, targets, charged with trespassing and attempted murder. Shofu raid during the Hunter x Hunter chapter. Listen, y'all gotta mute and not look in this bitch for like 10 minutes, and then we can talk. I got nothing to say to y'all for like 10 minutes. All right? It is what it is. I'm gonna be quiet. Don't fuck with Hunter. Just disappear for 10 minutes and then we'll chop it up. Thank y'all for the follows and whatever. Back to the chapter. Alert level 4 is undisputed. You are hereby sentenced to be expelled from the premises. These level 4 guards. So how strong are level 4 guards? It's for trespassing and attempted murder. I mean, should be more than that. Nobunaga did straight up just piece somebody. Just running up, stabbing again. Alert level max, it goes to level 5. So he stabbed the guard. It did no damage. Went to level 5. It's not working. Instead, the aura has been enhanced. Stay back. These guys are probably invincible. So we already met the conditions. Our attacks won't work. Hit chat with the 5-minute ad before they dip? Nah. They'll be here in 10 minutes, and then we play the worst melee they've ever seen. That is the trade-off, okay? This is Nobunaga is being smothered by the level 5 guards. Your katana has been confiscated. You are being expelled. Ugh. Run. They're on autopilot and won't stop until they remove you. Okay, expulsion complete for the first one. You are being expelled. You also have 2 attempted murders with willful negligence. That's a felony, so you will be expelled from the premises. You are being expelled. Guards are running down. There's no escape. Please give up and leave. Force movement doors and invincible type users. Definitely their main base. As for where to hide the transmitter, the best place is here. The hint from Nobunaga. The dolls are on autopilot. No matter what I do in this room, the user can't see it. And then we're back to Nobunaga. He says, send me back to the original room. Entering from the front, you can teleport to the hideout. From the door of the hideout, you can teleport to room 3101. It's a trap in a secret passageway, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Pretty efficient. But there has to be a jump point somewhere that outsiders can't use and only members can. It might be somewhere in this room. And then we see Hinrigh being teleported back as well. So it looks like the Haley base, right, is pretty considerably guarded with pretty thoughtful net abilities, actually. We have a guy who can expel anyone who attempts harm. Think of like, the Legend of Zelda shopkeeper, right? Where it's like he's harmless, but at the same time, you steal something from the shop, he just hits you with the laser. That's it. Chopstick. Boom. Done. We have another guy who can matter transfer any damage. So even if you were to try to just run a 1-of-1 game where you int and try to kill somebody, you can just transfer the damage off of them and then you will be expelled. So it's basically an impassable barrier from that vantage point. But it looks like there are flaws in which effectively you can enter from another area and just mop the scene, which is what it seems to be that Nobunaga is thinking through. But now that Hinrigh's back, that was quick. Did it go well? Oh, the original room. Yeah, thanks to your advice, the enemy probably won't notice it. I don't think I'll be able to use my ability anymore today, so I'll support you. And all my knives are gone. First, I'm going to get an idea from the floor plan and predict where the hideout might be located. Then, I'll create descriptions for these guys, look for witnesses, and narrow down their area of activity. I'll fully mobilize all of our CU members to get that information. All right, we'll handle the search with the transmitter. So, we're back to the original room, the CU room that they warped into. Looks like a bookcase with some drawers, and underneath that bookcase with some drawers, the transmitter is going off. It says, okay, I'm counting on you. Yeah. I know they looked like a bunch of amateurs to my eyes too, but can't be too careful when we don't know what their leader, Morena, can do. And what one of them meant when he said Kikan. Nobunaga says, got it. At least whoever's moving the pieces isn't stupid. A glimpse of the enemy. Hunter x Hunter, chapter 399, end. Next issue. The troop pursues the Hail Lee. Also, the princes are on the move. Okay? I hope that note is accurate. So this chapter, I don't really know that we have too much to talk about. It was all laid out and pretty significantly on the surface detail. The paneling was great, right? Paneling was fire. We had a lot of information. So it looks like we see the room we saw before where they were counting bodies. They go straight in through the main door, look for a trap, don't walk through, throw projectile weapons, hit a guy named Terebellum who has matter transfer. Right hand to left hand. He takes the damage that he's touching from the right hand, transfers it into other objects from the left hand, and if he can't transfer it, he takes it. He can only transfer the damage if he's touching the object when it takes it. See him use that a couple of ways. We meet the lawyer, Yokotani, see his ability, which is effectively to create undamageable, invulnerable guards who will remove any threat based on the level of crime they committed in front of them. The ability is activated when he introduces himself. Both of these abilities are important. They give abstract defense to Morena's hideout, which they basically just confirmed that they are at. Also placed a transmitter there in order to be able to return potentially. We got a focused frame on the transmitter towards the end of the chapter. We definitely didn't see any Hatsu from Nobunaga, but we did see a tool. He has a chain concealed within his sword that he uses to extend his range. Goes around one finger. He's a chain user, interestingly enough. And we got to see Hinrigh throw more knives. I really like the way they cooperate. I like the way this defense is set up. I like that they both got out. It'll be interesting to see what this note means. It'll be interesting to see how this tracker plays into it. And it will be interesting to see how they get back in. There must be another entrance. Other than that, I don't really have too much going on in this chapter that I can elaborate on. I feel like it was pretty straightforward. That's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. 400 next week. We here.